I can only imagine what that's like for people from lower income backgrounds, because there's a lot more violence that may be involved there, number one.
Yeah.
And number two, you know, it's just really interesting to look at the white upper middle class transsexual that has access to all these like medical procedures, and
you can go to the best of the best surgeon and
exactly, you know, and there's a striking difference between the experience of higher income transgendered individuals and lower income.
Because I feel like just systems of like oppressive race, class, and gender all kind of intersect and like interlock. There's that saying that the liberation of any hinges on the liberation of all.
I keep wanting to bring it back to this idea of imprisonment as far as body. Of course, I wouldn't want to say that all expression of gender
in any form.
In any form is.
We just need to be like Barbies, but like without the boobs.
Yeah.
Like,
we should be like
Mao suits, actually, preferably gray outfits that Chairman Mao made everybody wear. Bald head.
Bitch, I want to be a ball of light that just travels through space.
Yeah.
With a loud echoing voice that sounds like many rivers flowing. Yeah, Bobby.
On the third dimensional plane.
On the third dimensional plane, let's give a shout out to Ms.
Alexis K. Tyler
and the third dimensional plane, baby.
Thank you.
Thank you, praise.
Vagina power.
All respect. We love her. She's gorgeous. This whole like imprisonment.
That's what you keep spending your money on.
Prison.
Prison.
I wish I had a hat like Alexis K. Tyler does.
I think I have one.
Really? One of those like, it's like a pilot or
yeah,
like
I have one.
I need
it's in the closet.
It's in the closet. It hasn't come out yet.
The bird sure as hell has come out tonight.
What was coming? Yeah, let's get a close-up shot of that bird. What was coming?
This is my gender expression tonight. I feel like Mother Nature is on my head, and since, you know, Mother Nature and nature itself should be viewed as feminine,
it's only appropriate.
It's only appropriate that I have this feminine expression on my head to sort of nurture.
The bird is a girl.
The bird is a girl, and she's very nurturing because she's a girl.
Yes.
And all women are inherently nurturing, and all women, of course, are inherently very natural and gorgeous.
What came to mind when you were talking was, I like how you tear off your glasses at the end of that. Gorgeous. Andrea Dworkin, who is a feminist author, gets a really bad rap. Maybe because she was overweight and people just assume that like she falls into the stereotype of the woman who's a feminist because she can't get a man, even though she identified as a lesbian. She gets a bad rap for supposedly saying that all intercourse is rape, which she doesn't actually believe. But in her book Intercourse, near the opening, she has this line that I was reminded of when you were talking, that was like comparing the reaction of women to their oppression to the reaction of Jews to their oppression. There was like, among the Jewish community, this impulse to be like, well, if you think that we are nothing but money-grubbing bankers, then we will take that back and like oppress you through that stereotype that you've created of us. And similarly, she was saying that there was this impulse in the community of women to say, well, if I'm nothing but a sex object, then I'm going to get my revenge basically in and through that status as a sex object. Which is why then people would seek to become liberated by capitalizing off pornography or becoming a showgirl or stripping or whatever. I just have a memory of talking to a very like well-off upper middle class woman who has ambitions in entertainment, and I remember her describing herself as a show pony in terms that left like a really strong impression on me, which I think is why I'm saying that. She was sort of saying something that like she was coming to accept her fate as a show pony or something like that.
I think in some instances all women are coming to...
Except that, which is the whole point of
show.
what your quote was from that book.
Well, yeah. Should we conclude on that?
We've long since passed the amount that we can post in the 10-minute limit on YouTube, so we're gonna have to do some research to figure out how we can deal with that. But yeah, I think that was brought it full circle. I guess the last thing I would say is that a really interesting idea that a professor, Dr. Sarah Crawley, was bringing up in our queer theory course a while ago was she was trying to find physical things that weren't sexual that might predispose someone to homosexuality. And one of the examples she gave was like whatever sensory like capacities would predispose you towards artistic talent, say. Like if you have a really good ear for music or a really good eye for visual art and you're male, that might actually predispose you towards feeling pressure in our society to be gay, because we have this read on heterosexual masculinity where art is not a part of that, and you can't have any kind of sensitivity to those things. So for people for whom art becomes like so important that they are not willing to compromise and like desensitize themselves to that, they might feel like they have to necessarily have this kind of sexuality or this kind of gender identity as a result of that, which I thought was a pretty interesting thing to think about.
On next show, I think we should attack the gender binary itself. Not necessarily attack, but...
In a half hour, we're going to do it. The whole thing.
We're going to do everything. It's all fake.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought that song had begun playing.
Fake!
Fake. It's all fake. Silicon City. It's all fake.
Urgent message. End of message. To delete this message, press 7. To save it, press 9. Message skipped. Next message. What in the motherfucking goddamn hell are you doing? Oh, God. No. End of message. To delete this message, press 7. To save it, press 9.